So it's late September, and as you can see, my roses have hips. This happens to be Oscar Peterson. Um, it even has flowers as well, but lots of roses have it. I have a Tuscany Superb that has hips. It's once blooming a rose. If you were in the same ball where your roses have hips, what now? And what are hips? Hips are the fruit of the rose. Um, Takes roughly 120 days or so from pollination to having the seeds ripen. What do you do with them? You can harvest them, pull them off the plant pretty easily. There's a little point there. Let's see if I can get closer. Oh, hang on. Huh. You can harvest them like that. Oftentimes they'll start to go from green to orange as they ripen. I mean, here's one that's somewhat changing color versus where you can see these two. They're nice, solid color. Once you have them here, though, what do you do with them? So once you harvest the hips, you can take them to a work area and cut them open. Once you get them cut open, you'll see the seeds inside of them. You can just pull them out. So as I'm pulling these seeds out, I'll just talk a little bit about seeds. Several rose species, almost all of them, do better with what's called stratification, which is just a period simulating winter. So cold period. Some rose species go for a certain time. Others, it depends. You can also some species I've read saying it seems like it's those that are closer related to the warm climate, China's teas, noisettes. They don't necessarily need a cold stratification period, which makes sense if they're from a warm climate where they don't usually get cold. But for temperate roses, it's probably a good idea. You can simulate the winter by sticking the seeds, once you free them from the rose hips, into a moist soil medium or pot, like peat, moss, or soilless medium, or potting soil, whatever you have available to you. In the fridge, if you do go to the fridge, just be aware of ripening fruit. If you have fruit in your fridge, can be detrimental to seeds. And that's not just rose seeds, that's a lot of plant seeds. Since I am in a zone 6, it does get cold enough to actually be winter here. So last year I got some rose seeds and cut open a milk jug about 3/4 of the way down. Yeah, it was probably about 3/4 of the way down. Filled that bottom quarter with potting soil, took the lid of the milk, it was a gallon milk jug, took the lid of the milk jug off so that rain could get into it, and I put the seed in the potting soil and then taped the top 3/4 of the milk jug back on top and let it sit out over winter. I had a couple of rose seeds germinate, unfortunately though. Late spring, early summer was kind of rough to them and they didn't make it. So we're trying again. Unfortunately this year I just have open pollinated rose hips, which means that they're either self-pollinated or bees pollinated them with other unknown. So once you get them out, you should have a pile of seeds, something like this. And I'm going to, since I have quite a few open pollinated hips, I'm going to do quite a few different where I can plant them. This is just a little 4-inch circular pot. I'm going to put them and put some more potting soil in, and then I'm going to actually put underneath one of my bigger rose bushes to hopefully dissuade critters, mice, birds, squirrels, whatever, from getting in there. One of the advantages of the milk jug is you don't really have to worry about that. But we shall see. Let it sit out and see what happens come next spring. One of the rose seeds last year in the milk jug actually germinated in December because it was so warm. So it is a good idea to, if you are setting them outside, you can set them out in a place that you can check on them regularly to see what is going on. If you put it in your fridge, you do want to check that. Keep an eye out, see if you see any germination happening. Take them out of the fridge when germination starts happening and put them up in either a seed bed or pots or whatever. These are ready to have potting soil put on top of them, and then I will put them outside and we will see what happens next spring. I'll go ahead and throw a label in here, that way I know exactly what they are. But stay tuned for a video of next spring about the rose seeds. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.